The flick input method is a pretty interesting way of typing Japanese,
and it's what all my Japanese friends use too. Today I'm going to show you how to set this up and how you can practice it so you can maybe impress some of your friends too. I don't know.
Jouzu.
The first step is to get Gboard from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store.
It's entirely free and developed by Google, so it's safe, and it'll be easier to set up because it'll be the same across all devices.
Android users may want to consider this one, Google Nihongo Nyuryoku, instead. This was the previous keyboard made by Google before Gboard existed, and it actually has a big advantage over Gboard in that it shows the kana where you flick to before you flick to it.
Unfortunately, you won't be able to find this one on the Play Store anymore because it's been replaced by Gboard, but I'll put a link in the description to download the APK for those who are interested.
Once you have Gboard installed, these are the three languages that you want to have. For Japanese, you want to have 12 key as well as handwriting, and for English, you just want to have QWERTY. And let's just go into text field so we can try it out. There we go. If it's not visible, you press this button and you can swap between the keyboards. And to start typing, this is how the keyboard works. You'll notice that all of these kana here are the A row kana, so it's A, Ka, Sa, etc. If you press on A and you push it up, you can see it goes to U, left it's I, down is O, and right is E, and this will be the same for all the other ones. So like, if I wanted to type watashi, for example, I'd press the wa button a single time, then ta. Then for shi, I click on the sa and then swipe it left to get the shi. Then in order to turn the kana into the kanji, I just tap the kanji that I want, so watashi. There you go. One thing you'll notice is that if you try to write like this and you do what I'm doing, it's not gonna work because there's a default setting that sucks. So to change that, hit the settings button over here, go to languages, press the 12 key, and then scroll down till you find flick only. Just turn that on. One more setting you want to do is just go back to the settings menu and go into settings. And you want to press this one, long press to show symbols. This will just make it so that when you're typing English, you can just hold the buttons down to get the symbols like this. And in case you're using the old version of the keyboard, you can go to keyboard layout, and then over here, the input style, you can just change this to flick only instead of whatever it was before.
So now I'm going to write an example sentence just to demonstrate the other features. I'm going to write, 役に立ったらいいねしてください.
So to start off, I'm going to write yaku, that's normal. Ni, ta, and then here I need to write the small tsu, so I'm going to write the big tsu first by swiping up here. Then I'm going to press the big small button down here. It's going to turn it small. Ta, da. Then I'm going to write the kanji in, so I'm going to choose this one. Now I'm going to put a comma in by tapping here. And I'm going to write ii ne shite kuda. So I need to write the ta and then hit the big small button again. That's going to add the ten. And then sai, like this. So 役に立ったらいいねしてください. If you need to write zu as in like tsuzuku, you can write the tsu and then hit the big small button and hit it again and it's going to give you the zu. If you need to write something like foku, you can write fu, then followed by o, then hit the small button to make it small. Then on the wa, you can drag it long on the right side there. Then write ku, then choose the katakana for foku right there. The n is also on the wa right over here, and if you track it down, then you get the little squiggly line. If you need any of the p sounds, just write any of the h kana, then hit the big small button once and hit it again, and you're gonna get the pa. To switch between English and Japanese, simply press the globe button right there, and now you can type in English. You can get symbols the same way that you can on a computer, so if I wanted brackets, for example, I can just write kakko like this, then hit the little drop down there, and now I have a bunch of brackets. Another way to get brackets is to press this button on the left, just press it again, and then over here you can find some bracket options here too. The symbols also work with other words, so for example I can write hoshi, and that's going to give me a bunch of stars, or I can write batsu, and that's going to give me a bunch of X's. There is also an emoji button right over here on the left side, just press this for the emojis. There's even a cow emoji button right down here. If you click here, then you can scroll through all these options for different cow emojis.
Okay, so how do you actually practice getting good and fast at the flick keyboard?
There's a free app you can download called Flick Learning. You can find this on the Google Play Store or on the Apple Store. Once you launch it, you can just press the start button and then you can just start typing. There'll be a 60-second timer and you can see how fast you are at the end by calculating your words per minute. By default, it's just going to give you random words, but you can actually choose what you want to do. So if you just go back to the main menu, you can press this hamburger menu here, And by default, it's going to give you just like basic Japanese vocabulary, right? But you can also go to like, if you scroll down, maybe you can do just the A row only. So I can press start here. And then so now it's only the top left square. So it's like O, A, I, A, U. You can even specifically practice the words that you suck at. So if you just, again, hit the hamburger menu and go to, say, Japanese vocab, you can press your personal records. Then over here on the bottom right, there is the words that you suck at. So you press this, you gotta watch an ad though, so you watch the ad. Alright, once the ad is finished, you're gonna see this screen, and up here on the top, you can practice only the words that you suck at. Yeah.
If you want to learn how to type on your computer, then click this video here. And if you want to hear about my adventures in Japan speaking Japanese only, then click this video down here. Cheers.